Alright, here in round one, double white, which isn't quite what we want, but this hand is still definitely keepable. Got the turn 3 Skull Cleaver, so can't ask for much better than that. Almost thought our opponent was going to skip his turn there. That would have been strange. Black. And what second color are we dealing with here? Alright, rock. Got it. There we go. Bogey's Marauders. I can think of a better follow-up than that. Little Minotaur Skull Cleaver action. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm going to Skull Cleaver now. Always good to get in that 4 damage for 3 and keep a creature when you can. Definitely. So let's do that. See your 2 damage, raise you 4. Alright. Follow-up play, Insatiable Heartbeat. Quite good. Alright. I think it's time to play the Skull Cleaver. Or attack with Skull Cleaver, rather. He's, of course, taking it. And looks like we're likely playing against Gray Merchant deck, which is always good. I hope we didn't get more than 2, but we'll see. Alright, so 2-headed Cerberus seems like the right play here. Followed next turn with the Observant Alseid, possibly into Spear Point Oread. So, see if we can make that work. Bestowing, of course. Ooh, kind of like that, actually. He's going to be taking some damage here. We're going to swing with a Bestowed Vigilance, dude. This could be pretty good for us. Guess he's likely to play a land here, so hopefully he doesn't get a Savage Surge. But I guess even if he does, we still probably kill whatever he's going to... We're still going to kill whatever he Savage Surges, so not a huge deal. Oh. Well, that's nice. Making our dude beefy and getting in for a bunch of damage. He did, in fact, have Savage Surge, so he's going to eat our Minotaur Skull Cleaver, which is pretty terrible, but unfortunately no way around that currently. Yep, pretty awful. No doubt. Still was the right move to attack with Skull Cleaver. I'm not going to play around Savage Surge until I see it. Now that I know it's there, I can play around it in the future. So next turn, if I get a land, I'm likely doing Spear Point, Oread, Bestow. And then, ideally, I can play an Athlete and Dauntless Onslaught and Titan Strength in one turn for lethal. Make some guys unable to block and just pump this guy to a ridiculous number and kill him with it. But not sure yet if I'm going to have that potential or not. I'm just not convinced yet that's likely to happen, so we'll have to see. Yes, the Savage Surge was pretty devastating there, but we actually do have outs for Insatiable Harpy in the deck, so just need to draw them. Yeah, it's a big deal. Ooh, so at some point I may be able to finish him with that. That'd be nice. For now, let's play Arena Athlete and swing. Okay. He did block. Okay. I think now I do the Spear Point Oread. We need to pump that damage out. So hopefully Portent plus Titan Strength is enough to get there, but we'll have to find out. We also have Dauntless Onslaught, so we've got some good options here. Dauntless plus Titan Strength is bajillion damage as well. Alright, Nessian Asp is tolerable. I think we could likely kill him. Well, starting to make it a little more difficult. And he's back up to magically at 20 life. Yeah, this just got a lot harder, didn't it? Alright, so now I have to do copious amounts of math to probably show that I don't have lethal. So let's find out. I Portent of Betrayal. That would take 4 mana, leaving me with not enough to do everything I want to do. So I Portent of Betrayal, Insatiable Harpy. That can't really work, because then I can't get by both his blockers. If I Portent of Betrayal, the Nessian Asp, and then Titan Strength my Arena Athlete. Still really not exactly what I'm looking for. I think our best move is to just swing with everything. See what his plan is. I'm going to try and just kill everything he's got here. Guess what? I'm likely trading... Looks like Arena Athlete's just going to go to waste. Unfortunately, I can't do a damn thing about that. I can't deal 20 damage either. I can deal 16. I have a feeling I'm going to have to blow my wad here, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. certainly a relevant card, isn't it? Alright, so I did 2 for 1 myself, but I think ultimately that's okay. I can at least Divine Verdict Insatiable Harpy next turn if I have to. Otherwise, still hoping I can find a way to kill him next turn. Well, I was hoping he didn't have lethal, but he did have lethal on the exact relevant turn to do it, so we lost. That's sad. So, let's see, if I played that differently, if I had stolen his Nessie and Asp, he was at 16. He still blocks my double striker. He takes 4, 6, 8 damage. Not enough. Nope. I think I played that correctly. I just really needed him to not have a pump spell there, which he did. So he won. Pretty bad for us. But we'll have to try it again, see if we can get our Magma Jet and our Divine Verdict hopefully a little bit earlier. Do I want to bring anything else in? I mean, the Warden does, in fact, lock down the stupid flyer, so why don't we do that? But he's also got Bestow, which is a big deal. This also taps the Return Phalanx, which is good. Alright, let's just play this instead of this. Try it again. Alright, we'll keep it. Always awkward to play the Snarecaster on turn 2, but especially since we know he's got Return Phalanx, but I think we're going to go for it anyway. Seems like a better 2-drop. Oh. Just a rare hexproof crazy guy. Well, that seems pretty good against us right now, doesn't it? Obviously taking it because he knows we've got Titan strength. Alright, kind of lackluster draws here, so we're going to have to draw some real bestow cards or removal or something along those lines pretty rapidly, or else we might have a hard time getting in there. Hopefully not Harpy. Looks like it's a 5-drop. Yeah, Nessie and Asp is pretty insanely good. It's going to be extremely problematic. Going to have to find some good bestow cards. Satyr Rambler doesn't really do much of anything, so we're going to play the Warden instead. And not get any damage in because we're slow. Pretty lackluster performance of the deck, unfortunately. Alright. Guy suddenly got huge, which is also not good. Continuing the not good trend here. Ordeal of Perforos would be good, but not currently doing all that much. I can 2-for-1 myself. I'm trying to see what value that would give me. It doesn't appear that it would give me any value whatsoever to 2-for-1 myself. So instead I'm just sort of sitting here, not really doing anything. Can Ordeal the Arena Athlete, make this not block, still doesn't do anything. Same story for Nessie and Asp. Just sort of sitting back, huh? I Ordeal on Borderland. I can 2-for-1 myself, trade with one of these. It doesn't really do much of anything either. I think we're just in a sit back and hope I can find another spell to cast on Arena Athlete to get by both of these huge fatties that he's already built up. So that is our current plan. I'd like to play both spells. Can I do that? Not really. Does he have Savage Surge in his deck? Absolutely. Is that going to be an issue? Most likely. Can I do anything about it? No. Does the late game do anything good for me? No. Do I really want to throw a Borderland Minotaur away to a Savage Surge? No. Alright, we're going to wait for one more mana. Or a cheaper bestow spell. We're going to take 8 this time. Still bad. That's actually a little bit better. Alright, let's do this. At this point, I'm just going to 2-for-1 myself. Kind of hoping he plays Savage Surge on his Asp, ideally. Perfect. This could not go better for us. He has Boon of Erebus in his deck, but at least it'll remove it from combat, so we're actually pretty good. Alright, good. Took care of his monstrous threat. I forgot to make that return Phalanx tap. That was really stupid on my part from the previous turn, so I will certainly read that in the comments, I'm sure. Yes. Would have been much better to tap return Phalanx, but thankfully it actually panned out for us reasonably well there. Yeah, that guy's enormously big. Absolutely. Finally remember to tap that guy. See if he swings. He does. Alright, so you can discard and give it +2/+2. Yeah, let's throw away a Snarecaster. I don't really feel comfortable having him discard 2 guys and killing us. Really wish this did something right now. It really doesn't do much of anything, does it? Alright, we're going to bestow the Trampler. I guess I could have done it on the Ordeal guy and then I would have been able to trade with him. But for some reason, dividing my damage felt better there. Really not sure exactly why. Alright, so we deal 10 to him. Now the question is, do we risk him discarding 2 creatures, or do I throw away the Afar's Warden, or do I throw away the Satyr Rambler? I think we probably have to throw away the Afar's Warden. Oh, well, I guess we don't have to now. Okay. Still has the mana to regen, which is not good. He's not attacking. Alright, so he's going to play the patient game here. Let's find... Oh, Titan Strength's pretty good, huh? He can still regen, though, can't he? That is a problem. Alright, so let me think. We Titan Strength... Okay. How do I do this in the most painful fashion for him possible? I play Titan Strength on Arena Athlete. Nessian Courser can't block. I swing with Borderland Minotaur. I swing with Satyr Rambler. No. I play Titan Strength. Arena Athlete. You can't block. Forest Warden. Tap your regen guy. Ordeal of Perforos. Kill your Nessian Courser. Swing for 7, 11. You're forced to block. You take 4. I think that's our... Oh, no, you take this, too. I think we possibly have lethal. I gotta check here. But I'm gonna go for it anyway, regardless. Okay. First things first. This, you can't block. Next. Bottom. You can't block and regen. Bam, bam, bam. You come in. You fall off. You die. Wow. Hell of a win there. This guy's deck is insane. I think this guy's deck is phenomenally powerful against us. He's got emissaries, he's got multiple coursers, he's got efficient creatures, he's got a solid mid-range plan for us. So we really have to get out there real fast. We got to get out there real fast and stop him. The Warden panned out really nicely there. I'm not sure I can bring another one or justify bringing in another one, though. It's just got too many fatties. Still didn't see an artifact, right? I don't believe I did. Flamecast Wheel doesn't kill enough. Too expensive. Oh, let's try this again. Yeah, we're going to keep this. It's a good draw. Sylvan Caryatid again. You son of a bitch. Alright, Blood Toll Harpy. It's actually kind of annoying, but... yeah, I guess it's pretty annoying, isn't it? I really don't want to trade a Skull Cleaver for a stupid Blood Toll Harpy, do I? I also don't want to trade an Arena Athlete for a Blood Toll Harpy. They're both pretty essential. I think we're going to drop an Oread here. Seems pretty unexciting, I know, but I think that's the game plan I want right now. Alright, well this actually isn't that bad. If he's going to try and race, we're doing much better. I'd actually be kind of surprised if he wanted to race, but I guess. He is missing his land drops, which is going to help us immensely. Alright, so gave us a superb opening for Minotaur Skull Cleaver. Let's get in for 8. Still trying to race, okay. Nessine Courser, quite good. Let's bestow, get in for 4, 6, 8 again. And now we have a blocker, conveniently. No plays. I could do Spear Point Oread, then this can't block. Can also Divine Verdict if he tries to Savage Surge something. think, well, Savage Surge is a little bit of a big deal, but I think we go for the huge bestow you can't block move here. And yes, we're going to throw our guys in the mix here. He actually doesn't have a way to eat the arena athlete, so that's good. Alright, so he goes to 1. Got his black mana. Alright, so he's staying back. This is actually pretty good. So we're going to play our Skull Cleaver. And get in there. Can't play Boon of Erebus anymore. I can Divine Verdict if he's got any sort of crazy shenanigan. I guess not any shenanigan since I can't do anything to the Sylvan Caryatid, but we'll see. Frika's Cure was actually perfect for him, wasn't it? So if I were to do this, I still wouldn't kill him. So the correct move is kill the Courser. Insatiable Harpy, pretty good for him here. We, I believe, just swing the Oread. Yeah, we just swing these two, and it forces him to do some blocks. I guess it doesn't force him to do blocks, does it? Because he would just take the Oread and block here. Alright, so he's going to block here, but then he has to chump here and take 2. Alright. I'll live with that. Still got him on the run here. Really the only block I'm letting him do. Alright, got the match. So, thankfully he got Mana Screw there in Game 3. Once again, his deck was phenomenal. Phenomenal deck we just played against and beat. I think he had an excellent match against us, and I think in most cases he would have beat us. But it just goes to show you, aggro, pretty consistent, and toss a bunch of eggs on one basket, and it doesn't matter in this format because he kills it, I get 2 more guys. So, Heroic and Bestow are kind of absurd. Alright, I'll see you round 2.